Scott, you and I are big fans of Enshrouded, and well, they just got a huge roadmap for 2024. Grant Taylor Hill over at Insider Gaming. Enshrouded is one of those indie titles that stormed to success following its release in early access just weeks ago. The open world multiplayer survival game, which boosts some innovative elements, hit 1 million players in just 4 days. At the time of writing, it boasts 38,000 very positive reviews on Steam. Scott, this is what happens, and bless you, this is what happens when a game is ready for early access that isn't bugged out, right?
Yeah, this is an actual smooth, soft launch, you could call it.
Exactly. So the game is not quite completely polished, it is not quite ready, but it is so close that now this allows them to pull in the feedback from players, media, and they go, okay, now what do we need to do? And then it's ready, and boom, let's drop it on consoles next, right? Because it is coming to console as well, which has me very excited, which means how much more time am I going to sink into this game than I've already put in?
This is doing rather successful, given that I think it released almost the same time as Pal World.
Yes, it did.
At least that's when it was brought to my attention, and I thought, oh, okay. It seemed to be in a much stronger state than Pal World was, just on my first examine.
Absolutely was. But if you're that Pokemon fan, that's where Pal World kind of pulled those people in, which is absolutely understandable. Like, I get that. I'm not the Pokemon fan at all. For this one, I was like, yo, this looks sick. And I had a ton of fun when I was in there. I was creating stuff. Dude, I'm still working on things. I got to get back to the game. But now that there's this roadmap, I'm like, oh no, they're going to get me again. The independent developer Keen Games has just released a major update that showcases everything coming to Enshrouded in 2024. And it's a lot. It was made clear that these changes, additions, and amendments are being driven by community feedback. And it's such a comprehensive list that it seems as though Keen has left absolutely nothing out. Enshrouded expanded. There's a staggering list of things coming to the game, or being changed in the game through 2024. Here's some of the key shoutouts. Hollow Halls Dungeons, Steam Deck support. Dude, I like that. I still gotta give me a Steam Deck though. I still want one. Man,
I want one, but it's prohibitively expensive.
It is
for my
not
lifestyle.
cheap. Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. Multiple NPC instances, server user rights, replayable quests, animal farming. Dude, there's so many wolves in there. I'm just tired of hitting the wolves all the time. Vanity system, a weather system, new biomes. Dude, there's new biomes on the dock, which is coming. It's cool. New enemies and bosses. Further down the line, Keen Games plans to make more impactful changes. Water, instanced dungeons, sharing and visiting of bases. Oh, that is awesome. World events. In the post that revealed these changes on Steam, Keen Games was quick to note that further changes could be made to Enshrouded's 2024 roadmap as the year unravels. One thing to note, a roadmap is a living and breathing thing. It will change as we develop the game and things turn out to be harder or easier to implement than we originally thought. From now through March 21st, Enshrouded will be discounted on the Steam Spring Sale. So, if you're looking to get it, now's the time to pick it up. Don't doubt this game. Don't doubt us, because we've played so much of this game. You will not be disappointed if you're into that survival-esque multiplayer open world game. You will have a blast. And if you're hooking up with friends, it's so cool. Scott, you and I love this game.
Yeah, I'd have to say hooking up with friends has got to be the best standout to me.
Oh yeah,
but that's because you like to bring me into a lot of these games that catch your eye, and this one, this one's justified it really.
Yeah.
We're looking at something like Pal World. It's for the Pokemon fan. It's for the bright colors. It has its own identity.
Yep.
But this game came out the same week, and it's the darker. You travel into the mist, into the shroud, and it's much more of an adventure game in my mind. So if that is something that tickles your fancy, I think this is definitely worth checking out.
Oh, and even like
there's my little basis recommendation.
Yeah, right. And then there's even like the building element behind it. It's not just a survival game. So you go out and you free these individuals that come back to your base, and then they help you kind of build up your gear and this, that, and the other, right? So you have a blacksmith, you'll have a mage, all these the other elements, the alchemist, and all these things that you are able to build into your base and then build up, build out, build under. Man, some of the bases I have seen are absolutely staggering. It is incredible the amount of time and effort people go in to cut. I thought I had something cool, I might as well demolish my building right now, my base, and rebuild it. Because, wow, these people have everything. It is a layer on a layer on a layer, and then with a whole cave system underneath. I saw this one person build up on like a rock face of overlooking like the Enshrouded. So the Enshrouded basically is like this mist, and you can go into it, but only for so long. But you have to upgrade yourself to be able to last longer in the Enshrouded, and that's where some of the good loot is. Makes total sense, doesn't it?
But yeah, but there's a real story, a real progression to go through, and it's not just like dropping you in the middle of a sandbox and that's it.
No, it's not like, dude, I want to reference Ark, when Ark first dropped, right? Okay, boom, now go, right? It's not like that. It is to an extent, but it has a story base off of it, which helps you kind of progress through, which is really cool in my eyes, dude. I loved it. And then, yeah, that's what I was saying. This person built into this rock face, but it's all like the house is up top, and then you go underneath through this staircase, and it opens up into this rock, which is then knocked out and overseas. Dude, it was holy man! It was
you spent a lot of time. You spent a lot of time digging out like a Trans-Canada Railroad across the mountaintop too.
Yeah, it was funny. And then I came back to it the next time in my session, and it filled itself in. I was so heartbroken. I'm like, yo, I spent an hour chipping away at this rock face because I didn't have the material to build across to get over to it, but I wanted over on the other side. So I literally took a pickaxe and chipped my way all the way across. So I had this alcove go along, and I'm like, yo, I just carved my own pathway here, right? Then you can do that.
Problem solved.
And then I came back and it all filled in. I was like, oh, did you guys update the game and just ruin that for me? But either way, Enshrouded on sale right now. One of the coolest games. You will not be disappointed. Make sure you check it out.